Hey guys, welcome to Digit, and in this video we're going to be looking at the 3G 4G wireless router by TP-Link. Namely, the model number is TL-MR3420. Now this is the device in front of you. As you can see, it has two antennas. You can flip it open, both of them, and they're quite long. We can just sort of flip it open on the sides, and you should be able to see that these are roughly 20 centimeters long. Now on the front hand side of the router, you have certain LED indicators. As you can see, they're placed over here. You have the power, Wi-Fi, Ethernet connection, internet connection, whether the USB port has been connected or not, and then there's a lock symbol for the Wi-Fi lock. The front side is fairly simple. We don't have anything else. On one side, we have yet nothing else. But on this particular side, we have a USB port. This is where you would insert 3G 4G dongle in order to share the connection using your Wi-Fi. On the bottom surface, we have a couple of mounting holes as well as screw holes to actually disassemble the device. Now there's certain information on this particular sticker that should be of particular importance, namely the SSID. That's how you would identify this router once it is powered on, and then there's also the password which you would use to connect to this router remotely or using a PC. And there's some additional information over here, namely the TP-Link-Wi-Fi.net website, which is what you'd use in order to gain access to the router's configuration page. Now on the top side, you can see several buttons. I'm going to tilt this so that you can get a clearer view. Over here you have the power socket, then you have the on-off switch for the router, then you have the WAN port, 4 Ethernet ports, little WPS reset switch on the bottom. You tap it once in order to access WPS, that's Wi-Fi protected setup, or rather wireless protected setup, and if you keep it pressed for 5 seconds or longer, you will reset the device. And on the top you have a Wi-Fi switch to enable or disable the Wi-Fi. Now all of these ports are Ethernet 100 megabit ports and not gigabit ports, so that's something you should consider while purchasing this router. And if you want to connect to this device, as usual, you have the domain that we mentioned, that is TP-Link-Wi-Fi.net. That is what you'd use if you are connecting to the router using a PC or one of the wired connections. And if you're using a phone, then there's always the app that you can use. In this case, it's called the TP-Link Tether App, which you can find on the Android Play Store. Now that was it for a brief overview of the TP-Link TL-MR3420 wireless router. It's a 3G 4G wireless router with 300 megabit speeds. You don't actually insert the SIM into this device. You use a dongle which is pre-activated. You don't activate it after inserting it. You have to have it activated before you actually connect it to this device. Those were all the features that you'd want to keep in mind while deciding whether you want to purchase this particular device. Thank you.